Streets don't love nobody. Gotta find a new route to make it out, man, cause streets don't love nobody. Used to think it was all good, but I found out the hard way. Streets don't love nobody. Used to think the streets was all I knew, but streets don't love nobody. Nah, streets don't love nobody.
Yo, what's going on, y'all? We ain't seen y'all in a while.
It's been a minute and we back.
Today, we got a special guest, one of our summer interns. Let him introduce himself.
How we doing? My name's Owen. Now rising junior at Cornell University, majoring in industrial and labor relations.
Where's Cornell at?
Cornell's up in Ithaca, New York. It's about a 5-hour drive from New York City. This is my first summer here at Open Doors, so my first time on the podcast too. So
Yeah, well, nice to have you.
Yeah,
Pleasure being here.
Yeah. So tell them a little bit, about the summer internship, how you got interested in.
Yeah, so the program got presented to the entire underclassmen class at Cornell for ILR, and it was in amidst the programs through what's called the High Road internship programs, and there's a multitude of different businesses that come to Cornell with this opportunity. So a couple kids are working for their congressmen and congresswomen. A couple people working for the Chamber of Commerce, that kind of thing. And Open Doors is one of them. And I saw the opportunity. I saw it was based in New York City, and it checked off some boxes that I was interested in. So I applied, and here we are.
Besides you picking it, you was chosen for it, or you just picked it and they said, fuck it?
No, yeah,
Fuck it, let's send them to the wolves.
Something like that, yeah. There was an interview process. I met with Vince and Alex before the summer started. They asked me a couple questions to see if it was a good fit or not.
Okay.
I guess I did all right. So here we are.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely.
You gotta let that be known.
Yeah.
Don't make it seem like you just throwing out there.
I'll take it. Yeah. It was a rigorous process.
Yeah, tell the audience, what's ILR? What's the major?
So ILR stands for Industrial and Labor Relations. It's one of the 8 majors at Cornell University, and what it studies is the workplace. If it was a vague definition, we study work. We study the employer-employee relationship and how to make work better for workers themselves and the employers in the process. What some people do with that major, we have this motto, this cheesy motto, one major, endless possibilities. But it really is true. There is no one thing that you can do with the major. We see about 20% of the ILR grads go into law school after graduation. So a lot of them become lawyers after Cornell. We see some people do advocacy. We see some people do consulting. We see some management, a lot of HR. And then there's other niche interests, sports business is a very common one. The commissioner of the MLB and NHL came out of the ILR school, fun fact. So there's a lot of there's no one set thing you can do with the major, which is part of the reason that I applied to the major to begin with.
That's good.
Because coming out of high school, there wasn't something in my mind that I was I want to do this.
At least you know what the fuck you want to do.
Yeah. I'm enjoying the classes so far. I'm enjoying the people at the major.
How you like being up there in Utica?
It's in Ithaca. But
right.
Utica's Utica's 20 minutes away. But yeah, I like Ithaca. It's a good college town. I think the ratio of people in Ithaca to college students is 1-to-1. So it's a real it's a cool college town atmosphere. There's a ton of restaurants. It's a good live music scene with the Ithaca Commons. I'm liking it so far.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
I
What's that close to?
That is close to.
It's close to Cortland.
Places you never heard of. Small towns you never heard of.
Exactly, because I never heard of motherfucking Ithaca. Excuse me.
Yeah. So
yeah.
So what you enjoying so far about your summer with us?
I mean, it's in a lot of ways it's my first real job that I've been able to do with my background at ILR. I mean, last summer I was a lifeguard for the summer, so I didn't really get to use a whole lot of my Cornell knowledge there. But this summer, we're getting a chance to do some grant writing opportunities, some graphic design with social media posts. and we're helping out any way we can in between. So I'm enjoying it in the fact that it's my first time that I'm able to actually have like an output for the studying I've been doing up at school. Like taking tests is only so rewarding. Like you see like a grade on a paper, but it's fun to like put that work into practice.
Well,
Actually do something.
Where you was doing lifeguard at?
Where was I lifeguarding? It was my Oakland Beach. It was like 15 minutes from my house.
You was one of them lifeguards. Hey, get the fuck out of there!
Something like that.
Don't you do that shit. hey, yeah.
Stop running. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So, you said around the beach. So it was around like a pool or beach?
You had to sit up on the stand and all that shit?
Yeah, that was when I was doing pool lifeguarding. I had to like sit in the big stand, and then for the beach lifeguarding, like I did a little bit of both. So for the beach lifeguarding, it was like I still got the nice big chair, but
You know, that's one thing I wish
That's
I
cool
would.
though. Out there in the summer and shit, just chill.
yeah, it's not bad. Yeah, got a nice umbrella so I don't burn to a crisp. But yeah,
Yeah, get you something cool to drink.
yeah,
Yeah. So, you're a junior now, right?
I'm rising junior.
So, I know, like, I wouldn't say the pressure, but like, how do you see you using your degree?
It's a good question. I've been looking a lot at my options, and still there's not one thing that like catches me as something that like I definitely want to do this.
It's a bunch of things you want to do.
Yeah, which is a blessing and a curse, I think, because I have like a lot of broad interests that I want to like pursue, and I could see myself going into, but you know, like I mean, I think that's the good thing about being an ILR is that I have the option to do a lot of different things.
Yeah.
But like you're right, like junior year is the time when people kind of consolidate their interests and take classes that are more, you know, focused on what they want to do and look at internships that they want to. They could see themselves having a career in after college.
So do you see yourself going back to school after?
Going to grad school and stuff like that. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I could see that as an option. I think that's super popular these days. I think grad school, law school are definitely popular options at ILR and Cornell in general. But yeah, I'm gonna have to see what's the best option for myself.
I don't know, man. I can see you as a lawyer.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'll take it.
I can definitely see you as a lawyer.
All right, yeah, not bad.
Yeah.
I might need one shit.
I'll let you know if I ever pass the bar.
Yeah. Shout out to Dre, our past intern. You know that graduated Cornell, went to law school, graduated, passed his
That's
bar.
right. Essay. Shout out,
Yeah.
Ray.
I know we'll hear from Thomas in a minute, and he's got some interest in law school.
Yeah,
So
definitely.
get some questions of Thomas.
Yeah, definitely. Do like I see it as, you know, like me growing up, you know, I think of college. I wasn't thinking of college, you know.
Niggas in the hood don't think about that shit.
I wish, you know, because, you know, like where we come from, you know, it's unless you get a scholarship, you know, it ain't, you know what I'm saying, too many options.
Like Biggie said, it's either you got a wicked jump shot or you're selling crack rock.
I wish, you know, people from my community would, you know, apply themselves, you know, to not, you know, think like that. But it's you know what they've been seeing for years.
Nah, sometimes you just get caught up, son.
Yeah,
'Cause-
definitely get caught up.
Because let me say, when I went to school, I went to LIU for college, Long Island University. That's right up the fucking block.
It's like a community college, right?
Yeah, that's right up the block from me. Lucky enough that I was able to get in there because I was good at art. That's when we had the Motorola pages. It was the first. I got a page, looked at it. By the fifth page, I done missed like $500. I said, man, fuck it. I got up at the class and I never went back. I had the chance.
That was happening to me in
I
high
had
school.
the chance. I just never went back.
You know, that was happening to me in high school, and then, you know, 16-year-old, you know, I caught a big felony, you know, that pulled me out of high school. And then not only that, you know, like I see that, you know, like people like in my family that did go to college that either finished, took a major that they didn't really have the passion for, you know, and then by the time they finish, it's like,
Now what? Yeah.
yeah, they didn't, you know, like one of my family members, my sister, in fact, you know, She went for architect. She went to Delhi. It's like in the Catskills.
Yeah.
It's still New York. It's like in the Catskills. And very talented. You'll tell her your dream house right now. She'll sketch it out on the architect pad.
Wow.
And sister's nice and drawn. She should be a tattooist or whatever.
Yeah.
She's very the same way I was. She's dope.
Yeah, it was just I don't know. It was hard, and like she went to school 8 years. She got her bachelor's, right, and then she went to get her master's. But by the time she had to work so many jobs to start paying them student loans that like her passion for it just died out. Yeah, what would you say to somebody that is thinking of college but seeing these things, seeing people fail in it
And second guessing it.
Yeah,
Right.
like what would you say to somebody out of your experience in college, being that you're a junior?
Yeah, I mean, 100%. It's not for everyone. Like, just growing up, that was like the only option for me, and like pretty much everyone around me in my high school, like everyone's going to college. That's like really the only option that they see, unless they're going into like a military academy. But like even like I'm kind of facing a similar situation now in terms of like if I want to go to grad school or if I want to go to law school. Like one of my main concerns is like these after college programs cost a ton of money, and like the alternative is entering the workforce and starting to earn a steady income right away, or continuing to have student loans, adding grad school payments on top of my regular college tuition payments. Like that's definitely a conversation that you have to have with yourself, whether or not that's something you can do, whether that would be worth it in the future. Like if you're going to be able to pay those back, and then some with the job that you're going to be able to get after you finish grad school or law school. Or
Not only that, just survive, right?
Exactly. Yeah. But like, what are you doing in the meantime? Then?
Yeah.
Like it's rent prices are not getting cheaper. Like cost of living is increasing. These are things that you have to think about if you're gonna.
You said, fuck that, I'm going to school. I ain't going to military.
Yeah. That's my option. But no, like we're saying, like I'm, in a way, I am kind of facing a similar situation now, whether or not to keep going to school or get a job and enter the workforce. And for me, it's looking like I think the best option might be to just start getting a job and start making a steady income and figuring out what I like there. Because again, if I do decide that that's not the best move for me, I can always do graduate school afterwards. Like I don't have to go right away. There's no like immediate rush to go to graduate school after that.
Okay, yeah, cool. Like I ended up going to I don't know if you heard of Job Corps, where they like teach you a trade.
Okay.
You take up a trade, they pay you to be there.
Mm.
He's young, man. That's old school shit.
Yeah,
Job Corps ain't been around. Fuck it.
No, it's still around. I see the commercials.
What was the other shit for that? The I Tech some shit.
Oh, Lincoln Tech.
The shit that motherfucking Romeo used to have a commercial for.
Oh, Little Romeo.
Little Romeo.
Yeah. You don't remember that, right? Nah.
See, they young. It's like Job Corps, yo. This is like talking about Tango with FaceTime. This shit, okay? This is some old shit right here.
Like I went. It's like they send you off, ship you off. They got them all over. It's something like college.
Yeah.
Because you living in dorms, you meeting people from all over.
Man, that shit work release.
Like
That shit prison work release.
It is rules. Definitely rules. And rules that I couldn't, that was my demise. End up getting kicked out. No fraternizing. If you go there, you got marijuana in your system. They give you 30 days to get it out.
Yeah.
He basically just fucked up all the rules.
Yeah, I got
All
caught.
the rules he did not abide by.
I got caught in the ladies' dorm.
See?
And then when it came
His
back for
system
my
was dirty.
urine test,
He just said fuck every rule, and then they said, "Get the fuck out of here. Come back when you came."
Hell yeah! And then getting older, I'm like, damn, that was my last fucking chance to really make something, because I was taking 2 trades, HVAC, brick mason, and I was also taking painting. But I was looking at it as like, what's the best union wise?
Yeah.
And, like the painters union,
Mhm.
they make money, man. Back then it was damn near $100 an hour.
Jeez.
And
Yeah.
they're allowed to take as long as they want
Yeah.
to finish the job.
Yeah.
Basically, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And get paid by the hour.
Yeah. So I was really looking into painting, doing painting, and did a little bit of auto mechanic, but I ain't really like that. I already knew like the basics if my car break down,
Right.
because my grandfather, like, he never took his car to the mechanic. So like, I wasn't really interested in that. I was just looking for where the money was at,
Right.
where I could survive. But then just like how someone may go to college and fall into partying all the time.
Right. Yeah.
Talent.
Yeah.
Well, I had a trade. I learned how to be a chemist. I learned how to put the water in the pot, put the cocaine in the motherfucking, whip that motherfucker up, and cook it. So I was a chemist, right? We were chemists. So
Yeah.
we became something.
Yeah.
Just not the good way.
Yeah, chemicals take you to prison.
Yeah.
But and one thing that you say that I love science in school, like science, I loved it. That
That's
was like
crazy.
one of my best subjects.
I never had science class.
Never.
We had science, but that motherfucker never came. He had a substitute every day. Every day. So we was like, fuck you, we ain't learning this shit.
Yes, like I said, we have 2 interns this summer. Appreciate you for sitting
Of
down in
course.
the hot
Yeah.
seat, man.
Thanks for having me, guys.
Probably get you before the internship is up. You know what
Sounds
I'm saying?
good.
Talk some sports. Talk some music, especially.
Yeah.
you know?
I'll let the real expertise shine.
You know what I'm
then.
saying? Maybe
Yeah,
you
yeah.
can, you know what I'm saying, sing something for us on the podcast.
We'll see.
Wait, hold up. You a redhead and you sing? Wait, I told you.
Off the record.
I knew you got the girls fucking chasing you. I told him that when I
That's
first
my
seen
cue.
him.
Streets don't love nobody. Gotta find a new route to make it out, man.
Now we got,
Thomas, our second intern for the summer.
he's in the hot seat right now.
What's up, guys? I'm Thomas. I'm the other Open Doors intern this summer. I'm also a junior at Cornell, also in the IOR school. Me and Owen are pretty similar.
Where you from?
I'm from Westchester, New York.
Okay, yeah, Westchester is, I know Westchester.
Yeah, it's a little bit north of here.
Yeah, I know.
That's
I
way
know
up there.
Westchester. That's where I took my first helicopter ride to.
Oh, a helicopter ride?
Yeah, but I don't remember it because I was shot.
Oh,
They had to
damn.
rush me to the hospital.
Okay.
You know they got that big trauma hospital in
Yeah,
Westchester.
yeah.
Yeah, so that's, $5,000 bill. I don't remember shit.
So tell us how you ended up in Cornell and into the internship.
So I'm actually a transfer student at Cornell. I went to GW in DC my freshman year. And I had like this guaranteed transfer option, which the IOR school does they reserve like 150 spots for transfers in the freshman class. So I was one of those kids. And had to end up at Open Doors. So past like 4 summers, I was a lifeguard and then I was a swim instructor at the same place. And I was like, I'm not doing that again. I needed to get recertified. I was like, I'm not getting recertified. I'm not doing it. So I was like, I need a job. And if you go to Cornell and you're looking for a job, go to experiencecornell.com. Quick plug for the website. Really good website. It has lots of jobs at Cornell. Study abroad stuff too. So I went on experiencecornell.com and I found all the High Roads internships. A lot of them sounded interesting. So I just started like mass applying. I applied, I think, to like 6 or 7. That was like November, I think, and then like months went by. And I was like, I'm not going to get a job. I'm going to have to go back and be a lifeguard or swim instructor. And then I just got an email one day, congratulations, welcome to Open Doors. I didn't have to do an interview. I don't know why Owen had to do an interview, so
You got lucky.
I did get lucky. So, I got to skip the interview portion,
You got lucky.
and I
know,
just
maybe-
got
maybe-
straight to the email.
Maybe your resume told it all.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what that says about Owen, but
Don't feel bad on it. We still like you, man. All right, yeah. So you said you was a transfer student. So what's when you transfer? Is it because you don't like where you're at, or it's better opportunities somewhere else?
for me, it was because it was better opportunities. So it was my senior year of high school. I got the transfer option at Cornell, and I already knew I was going to go to GW. So, I talked it over with my parents a lot, and we decided that I would go to GW for 1 year, and then I could decide as I go, but I would transfer to Cornell after that.
Was the transfer process easy for you?
Yeah, it was easy. They wanted us. They like had specific classes that they wanted us to take. I had to take Italian twice at GW because that was like there was like a language requirement, and I had to take a science class, so I took archaeology, which was so easy.
Not even just the classes, just the move from that part to this part.
So the move was actually really hard. Yeah, it was a really tough transition because, when I went to GW, I was just like, I'm only here for 1 year, so I'm just gonna like run around and do whatever I want. And I had so much fun my freshman year, and it was kind of a hard transition because GW's in the heart of the city, and Cornell is more like a rural campus, and Cornell's a much bigger campus. There's more kids. And when I came to Cornell, I had to really kind of like get serious about school because I didn't, when I was at GW, I didn't like join any clubs. I didn't really get involved in anything. And then when I got to Cornell, I was like, the whole reason I transferred was for better opportunities. So I have to get involved. I have to try to get a job. I have to try to do better in school. So yeah, it was a hard transition in a lot of ways.
So how you enjoying working with us and being out here for the summer so far?
I like it a lot. It's really cool working with you guys. Working with Alex has been great.
Alex is the man.
Yeah, Alex is the man. Yeah,
that's the go-to man.
He is. He is. He does a lot. And I feel like kind of like what Owen said in my past jobs, I never got to like apply anything I do in the classroom to my work. And here's a little bit different. I'm doing more like intellectual work, not like swim instructing.
But you could definitely learn a lot from Alex. Alex is one of the few that has been with us the longest. Okay, so he's very good at what he do. Even though it's stressful to him, a lot of times he do get stressed out. And Alex, I give it to you. Shout outs to you. But
he got to deal with you.
He does his fucking job, and he does his job good.
Yeah, definitely.
You ain't admit that.
What?
You got to deal with you. It's stressful, man.
Fuck you.
Shout out to
Alex. Talk to you the most.
Nah, yeah, you definitely shout out Alex. Right now he behind the camera. Yeah, so I know we talked briefly before. You said you was interested in law school after.
Yeah.
Talk a little bit about that and why you interested in being a lawyer.
So, I don't know. I feel like law was always kind of the path that I wanted to go on. I feel like, writing and history have always been what I'm good at. Never liked science and math. And, at GW, I knew I wanted to go to law school, didn't know what kind of law I wanted to go into. Then I got to the ILR school, and, I really felt compelled towards labor law. That's one thing I really like about Cornell. I really like the ILR school. I like, the coursework that they give us. I think it's really interesting.
And when you say labor law, what's labor law?
It's like advocating for unions, kind of like representing workers, specifically like antitrust law, which would be more like going against big corporations, kind of.
Oh, you want to do the big shit. You don't want to deal with the criminals and shit. You want to go for the big time shit.
Yeah. No, I definitely don't want to do criminal law. I feel like that's not for me, and I don't want to be in a courtroom. That's also
I think that
not what I want to do.
That's a little stressful.
Yeah, that would be a lot.
That'd be real stressful.
Yeah, all right. Since you said that, I'm thinking, at the time, any lawyer would have to be in a courtroom. Like, what you mean by like labor law? He doesn't like you wouldn't have to go in front of a hearing or have a hearing.
Maybe I'd have to have a hearing. Probably not like a trial, though.
Yeah,
not a trial. But yeah, like a court hearing. Yeah, I could do that.
And you wouldn't have to sit there and do case after case type shit.
Yeah, that's what I would do. I mean, I just feel like in an office.
I feel like most lawyers that go criminal, they usually defending or prosecuting.
Yeah.
But I think they start out as defending. A lot of them do.
And end up just switching over.
Yeah.
If they choose.
Yeah. So, do you have a dream school to go study law at?
Yeah, I do. Georgetown Law would be awesome because, I could go back to D.C., You know, I
Oh,
loved
you
it.
really
there.
like you part of like a
Yeah.
rock star out there, huh?
Well, you know, I'm gonna be there again this summer visiting friends.
Okay,
So.
okay.
Yeah, it's fun there. And I have a
heard
younger
DC is
brother.
fun.
I have a younger brother. He's in high school right now, and you
Great
know the
about
dream is like he would go to Georgetown, and I would go to Georgetown Law. We'd be there at the same time.
You know what's the funny shit about DC? They don't have a jail down there. You get locked up down there, you automatically go to the feds. When I was in New Jersey in the federal system, anybody who got locked up in DC, he would send them straight to the feds.
Damn.
No county, no.
That's the county for him.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, it's Georgetown, Hoya, huh?
Yeah, that's right. That'd be cool.
Yeah, definitely be cool.
The dream right now.
Yeah, especially if you and your brother can fulfill that, you know.
Yeah, I mean that would be awesome.
Y'all start your little company or something together.
Yeah, man, something like that. I don't know what he's gonna want to do, but
Man,
type of
that'd be
law?
cool to start something with your brother.
yeah.
You saying
Yeah,
like
be
the
in the
type of
same
law
world.
you think he would want to do?
No, I don't think he would want to be a lawyer.
Oh, okay.
He's more into like science and math.
Oh,
So,
okay.
you know,
But if y'all could find some way to combine
that, yeah,
combine y'all skills together
yeah, that'd be cool.
and combine, you know what I'm saying, like build something, that should be dope for you and your brother.
Yeah, that would be sick.
With
Yeah.
the skills that you
Yeah,
have,
I gotta start talking to him about that.
with the skills
when
that
you-
you have, don't let it go to waste.
Yeah.
Yeah, when you talk about law, right? Like, what do you feel about law? Like, what do you feel like is right? Do you feel like it needs some adjusting? Do you feel like like it's more good than bad when it comes to justice?
That's an interesting question. I feel like the thing about law that, I feel like gets overlooked is that it's meant to be changed. And it's meant to be adjusted. And, it's like meant to change with the times. And I think that, like, law is meant to do good, but it often does more harm than good. And I feel like the justice system is similarly meant to do good, but often does more harm. And I feel like law can be a force for good. You know what I mean? But I feel like it needs adjustment to work.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, appreciate you, man.
Thanks, guys.
We out of here.
Peace.
Streets don't love nobody. Gotta find a new route to make it out, man.